It's a really nice card Victoria made for you.
Yeah, she went to a lot of trouble.
Unlike some people I could mention.
Andy forgot, didn't he?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
Won't forget next year. Be getting one from his own little sprog.
Get lost.
To my darling daddy.
Shut up.
I don't know what you're getting upset about, it's true.
Yeah? So?
What about your breakfast? Where are you going?
The clinic was supposed to find out what's wrong with Zoe and deal with it.
Yeah, but they couldn't stop her from leaving, could they? Anyway, you know, at least she's here. She's safe.
Sorry, are you two in the middle of something?
No, just chatting.
Did you, have a good night, Skip?
I was very tired.
And how are you feeling?
Okay, I suppose.
Is there anything I can get you?
I think I'll go make myself a cup of coffee.
Well, I'll get Cynthia to do it.
You're not having breakfast at home today, then?
No.
Oh, you're looking for a job?
Can't find out. Need to earn some money.
Why don't you ask her?
Mrs. Orp? You must be joking.
She might give you a bit part-time.
Mrs. Orp?
What?
I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind.
Get on with it, then.
I was just wondering if you had any jobs going.
For you?
Yeah, I'll do out, washing up, waiting on, out.
I'd rather go out of business than employ you.
You could at least give me a chance.
I suggest you look for something in sewage. That's more your line of work.
Or like catching rats like you mean?
Get out.
I'm going.
I don't know why you took that money from Kane. Because I needed it. You should have told him to stick it. He's trying to buy you. You don't even know him. You said he wouldn't give me out.
Apart from the gas bill, all of these are for you. Betty Eggleton, Emmerdale, North Yorkshire.
Thought you'd have been dressed by now.
Yes, well, I should be. But I want a bath and you've used all the hot water.
Well, I had to have a good long soak this morning, Edna, after all the pressure I've been under.
Yes, well, in future, I would appreciate it if you asked me first.
Hey, this one's got 2 lurchers and a budgie, and he wants to show me his allotment.
Who?
Geoffrey from Todmorden.
Do you know, Betty, it's not right, all this correspondence from complete strangers.
Where have you been these past few days? Not seeing you on the web, it is like I have lost a dear friend. Your public needs you.
The man's clearly deranged.
Now, Edna, you know I don't like all this attention, but if I've shone a ray of light into the lives of a few lonely souls, now where's the harm in that?
What if one of these lonely souls turns up on my doorstep with lecherous intentions? I live on my own, remember?
Oh, not anymore, Edna, love. I'm with you now.
Aren't I the lucky one?
Viv Hope, she hates you.
Well, there's no else going. I thought it was worth a try.
You wouldn't have enjoyed it.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, Andy, you said you wanted to work on a farm. What's the point of you doing a job at hate?
I need to earn some money.
Well, you'll get something.
How would other kids going on about the summer holidays? And we'll be doing nothing while I start work.
He's winding you up, Andy.
Yeah, well, I just need someone to give me a chance.
Well, he won't when you're walking around looking like that.
I ain't got much to smile about, have I?
Andy, I've got a few things on my mind as well, you know.
Yeah, I know you have.
I never guessed, Andy. You're just thinking of yourself.
You're not. Katie?
Look, have you thought about selling that computer?
I'm not going to do that.
But that's been the problem between you and Betty, isn't it? Look, if you get rid of it, it's showing you're making a sacrifice. And women like that sort of thing.
I know, but you give one thing up, and where does it end?
Is my car ready yet?
Well, I'm going to be another hour or so. Is that OK?
Oh, it's going to have to be, isn't it?
Look, I'll give you a ring when it's done.
You do that.
Will he have another word with you?
Well, what's the point? She took no notice of me last time.
Ah, but you've got a way with words, you have. If anybody can win around, you can.
It's going to take more than flattery to persuade me.
I'll buy you a pint.
Whoa, whoa, steady, Seth, old lad.
If you won't talk to her, I've nowhere else to turn.
Look, I've got a better idea.
bit sore, are we?
What do you think?
I still want the rest of that money you owe me.
After what you had done to me?
Well, come on, that was just a little reminder.
Get stuffed.
Is he bothering you?
No, I can't handle.
What about your car?
I thought they'd be long gone by now.
Who?
That girl from the truck, that Lily. She's just come out of Ray Mullins and driven off with Tony.
Oh, we knew he was involved with the illegals, didn't we? This proves it.
Yeah, but why is she still hanging around, Terry?
Well, if it's got out to do with Mullin, it'll be trouble. I knew he's still up to his neck in it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Listen, don't say anything to Chris, right? Because he's got enough to worry about.
Zoe, you're not working, are you?
No.
Acupuncture. Is that something they recommended at the clinic?
Bit too alternative for them, I'm afraid.
Then why are you...
I don't mean to be unkind about the clinic. It might be very good for some people. They mean well, but it's not for me.
But are you sure? I mean, did you give it long enough?
They help me face the fact that I'm not well, but it's stress, that's all. If you think about what I've been through the last year or so, it's no wonder.
And you think acupuncture will help?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at a lot of things. Aromatherapy, yoga, diet. Didn't think they were quite my sort of thing, but if they do some good, I'm prepared to give them a try.
I'm in favour of anything that makes you feel better.
Yeah, me too.
Problem is, I don't know what's available around here.
If you like, we could go into Harton tomorrow and have a look around.
I would like that. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
How was Katie this morning?
She seemed fine. She went off to school bright enough.
She sent me a Father's Day card yesterday. She must have popped it through the door.
Oh, that was sweet of her.
Yeah, I was dead chuffed, to be honest. I thought I might pop round after work and thank her for it.
Yeah, why not?
I'll see.
So, what you got planned for Friday? Diane's birthday?
Oh, yeah. Nothing.
You what?
Well, I thought you and Marlon would be planning something.
You mean like a party?
Something like that.
It's not a bad idea. Are you sure you wouldn't mind?
What are you two talking about?
Put it this way, if I were you, I'd take your best frock to the dry cleaners.
Why is that, then?
What do you reckon, then?
I like it. You smooth devil, you. Yes, Pet?
What'd you tell her?
I told you we're taking her out for a meal.
Well, what'd you tell her that for?
Well, it's like a decoy, innit? That way the party will be a real surprise.
Yeah, but what happens if she prefers to go out for a meal?
Oh, she won't. I know Diane. She'd rather a good old knees up any day. Trust me.
Katie. I do think about you, you know. I think about you all the time.
I hate it when we argue, Andy.
I do. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All I want is a job that I enjoy and pays enough money to look after you and the baby.
I know.
I thought I'd go on to Home Farm after my exam. See if they've got anything there.
Didn't your dad say there wasn't?
It's Chris Tate who takes people on, not him.
What about my dad? He works there as well, remember?
It's got nothing to do with him.
You sure you can handle it?
Yeah. I don't care about your dad. I want to give it a try. The worst they can do is say no.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you both for coming. It was lovely to see you.
And you. And you look much better.
You're right. I feel much better.
You had us worried disappearing like that.
I had to get a few things sorted out.
I wish you'd have come to me.
I didn't want to bother you.
And where did you go?
I stayed with friends.
Friend?
You're not the only two I've got.
So, what do you think to all this alternative stuff she's looking at?
Seems to have given us some sense of purpose. I mean, when was the last time we saw her settled as this?
Yeah, that might be the drugs they gave her at the clinic, though. They might not have worn off yet.
We'll see.
She needs more than herbal tea and fish oils, you know.
What are you suggesting? We bind and gag her and take her back to the clinic?
No, of course I'm not.
Her problems stem from what happened with Liam, right? And when the time is right, I'll talk to her about it.
You're not a doctor.
I'm a brother. I know her better than anyone.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Tate.
Your dad's outside with a delivery.
It's you I've come to see.
Oh? Not thinking about suing your dad?
Pardon?
Just thinking of the last time a Sugden boy came to see me.
No, I've come to ask you for a job. I'll be leaving school as soon as I finish my exams, and I want to start work straight away. Now, my dad's taught me a lot about farming, and what I don't know, I'll learn. I don't mind working long hours, and I don't expect you to pay me a fortune, but it's what I've always wanted to do. So if you give me a chance, then I won't let you down. I promise.
Very impressive.
Does that mean you'll take me on, then?
Well, you're asking the wrong man.
What?
Well, I thought he'd have told you.
What are you doing here, Andy?
You lied to me.
Andy seems to think that I'm in charge of hiring and firing.
You know how much I wanted a job.
Not here, Andy.
What's up? Are you ashamed of me or something?
Outside. Come on.
I think that's a good idea.
Sorry.
Hey, what would you say to a toasted tea cake?
I'm not paying her prices. I shall have a piece of fruitcake when we get home.
Oh, well, I'm having one. With plenty of butter, and don't scrape it on and then scrape it off again.
You'll get what you're given.
And just keep a civil tongue in your head, madam, after what you've done to me.
You can't blame me.
What? Having people sat there gawping at my intimacies?
It's not good for you, you know, too much butter.
Aye, but it's a bit comforting, isn't it?
Well, you two seem to be getting on famously.
Oh, we rub along, don't we, Edna?
Would rub along a lot better if you didn't use up all the hot water and leave your smalls soaking in the sink.
Take no notice of Len. Heart of pure gold.
Well, he seems to be coping better than poor old Seth.
Oh, don't talk to me about him.
Oh, by heck, does the old fella know?
Shall I join you?
Aye, come on, sit down. You took my advice then?
Yeah.
What advice?
Well, I caught him wandering aimlessly this morning.
Out new there, then.
He's pining away. He's not eating properly, he's not getting out. So I said he should come down here and see some folk.
Missing me, is he?
Well, look at him.
Pining away my foot. Yon lummox has existed on a diet of ale for the last 50 years. If I had £1 for every time I've had to chuck his dinner in the bin because he was in the wool pack, be a tax exile by now.
I thought you got your money going through my pockets.
What did you say?
One toasted tea cake.
I saw you from here, looking through my coat pockets. That's why I left that webcam on, to teach you a lesson.
I had good reason to do what I did.
So did I.
I reckon I've got the answer to all your problems.
That's a new one.
Meet me in the Woolly after, yeah?
Oh, right, so then we can go on to your place where it's a bit more quieter, I suppose.
OK. But don't say I didn't offer to help.
You think I'm soft, you, don't you?
I can't believe you do that to me.
I had me reasons.
You're my dad. You're supposed to help me.
But that's what I'm trying to do.
By lying to me, making me look like a prat in front of Chris Tate.
Oh, he'll have forgotten about it already.
It's not just him. It's like the trust money. You'll do anything to stop me doing what I want.
Andy. Andy! I'm sorry about what happened in there and the trust fund, and I'm sorry that I lied to you. But it's because I believe you're making a huge mistake.
Tell me something I don't know.
I thought the longer it took you to find work, the more chance there was of you coming to your senses.
I just want to look after Katie and our baby.
Oh, it sounds so easy when you say it.
I know it's not going to be easy. I'm not stupid.
Andy, terrible things have happened to you. More than most people have to cope with in a lifetime. But I've always stood by you, haven't I? Have I ever let you down?
It just feels like you have lately.
Yeah, well, this time, I'm not just thinking about you. I'm trying to do what's best for Katie as well.
Well, she wants the baby more than I do.
Couldn't keep away then.
You said you had something for me. That's the only reason I'm here.
It's the only reason I invited you.
Well?
Well, it's dead simple. She can't prove winning's a card, can she? So, you don't have to pay her back.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That was so stupid. Do you think she's just going to forget about it?
Well, she might. She's already got her own back.
How do you mean?
Well, I've had a right pasting, haven't I?
So that was down to her?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say anything?
I just did.
Did I see you limping on your way in, Len Reynolds?
Oh, it's loud.
You fell down the ladder.
I was going out to fix the guttering.
Didn't get very far. So, you're better at mending guttering than relationships.
What?
Seth and Betty. Don't ask.
Anyway, you shouldn't be climbing up ladders at your age, you silly old fool.
You do care about me, then?
I just don't like wearing black. It doesn't suit me.
Well, I'm going up again tomorrow.
You will not.
Yes, I am. It's only a little job.
What you need, Angie, is a hunky builder who can turn his hand to anything.
I'd like my gutter seen to first.
You'll do it, won't you, pet?
Me?
You can do it in the evenings.
Were you trying to wear me out or what?
Well, I haven't managed it so far.
You don't have to, really.
Of course he does. What are friends for?
Is Katie in?
She's through the bank.
I'll make it worth your while.
So will I.
Well, in that case, you're on.
I wanted to thank you for the Father's Day card.
That's okay.
I didn't really expect one this year,
Yeah, well, you're still my dad.
and I do care about you.
I know.
I rang your mum today.
Well, what did you say?
She was away on business. I left a message. I thought maybe you could ring her when she gets back.
Me?
Well, I know you don't get on, but she's got a right to know what's happened.
Dad, she go ballistic.
You've grown up a lot since you last spoke to her. At least that's what you're always telling me.
So?
So tell her. Convince her you're serious about what you're doing.
Oh, like I owe you?
They told me at the clinic you've been talking a lot about Liam.
I said a lot of things. I don't remember half of them.
Well, it wouldn't be surprising if you did. You know, talk about him after what happened.
I really don't want to have this conversation.
The last thing I want to do is cause you any distress.
Good.
Do you still think about it?
Chris, what did I just say?
I know, I'm sorry. It's just if we knew what caused you... Maybe it's been eating away at you inside. You know, what you did. It was never properly resolved.
You think that's what made me ill?
It's possible, don't you think?
Yes. I think you're probably right. Liam.
And now we know the reason.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Chris. If you don't mind, I think I'll get a breath of fresh air.
I don't know whether the whole lot needs replacing or just one section.
Well, come on and have a look. Don't worry, I'll only do what needs doing.
Evening, Angie.
Any night this week will be fine.
What's this? Fixing up a hot day?
I'm not surprised you look like that.
You what?
I mean, barging into private conversations, you're going to get the odd slap.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
Well, for your information, me and Angela are old acquaintances.
Maybe. But she doesn't want to talk to you, does she?
No, she doesn't.
You want to watch her? Especially out of uniform.
Sorry.
Grub's up.
OK.
Come down when you're ready.
Dad? It were right what you said earlier. About the longer it took to find a job. It's made me think.
Yeah, it was bound to.
If I was leaving school looking for a job, like some of my mates, that'd be hard enough.
I know.
I did want a baby. It wasn't just Katie. But when we did it, we were just mad with you and her dad. We felt like we had something to prove.
I know. It's not too late to change your mind.
I didn't just talk about Liam in the clinic, you know.
You don't have to tell me.
That's all right, really. We talked a lot about Dad.
I suppose you would.
About how I always felt he was disappointed in me.
Well, I don't think that's true.
Oh, come on, Chris. You know how hard he found it to accept that I was gay?
But he did, eventually. In the end, he was very proud of you.
Maybe.
He was. Did you talk about me?
Yes. I told them you were a wonderfully supportive brother, and we'd never argued in our lives.
You are feeling better.
Why do you want to know?
I wonder if I'm part of the problem. We've always been so competitive, haven't we?
That was Dad.
We ended up competing for his love, for God's sake. How healthy is that?
Not very.
Did just the same over charity.
That was about a lot more than that, Chris.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't fair.
One day it won't matter, but I'm not there yet.
I know. But I'll do everything I can to help. You know that, don't you?
You know, I'm not saying you wouldn't love the baby and do the best you could for it. But it's a hell of a responsibility to take on. And you need to ask yourself if you're ready for that. And you're having doubts, aren't you?
I don't know.
I hate to say this, but a termination is still a possibility. I know it won't be easy, but why don't you talk to Katie? Tell her what you've told me.
I don't want to lose her.
Well, who says you will?
She won't understand.
You won't know until you talk to her. And I think you should. And the sooner the better.